welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. It's the Badgers and the home team. Here's Big Dog, now the starting group for the visitors. Buckets is out there with Z, then it's King, and there's Bottoms, and it's Fresh in at the front. Hits it from three-point range.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Now here's Fresh. And the pass to King. Just 5 on the clock. Trying his luck from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Here's Big Dog. He's covered by Fresh. Here's Big Dog, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Z. King, the pass to Z. Banked in off the glass.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. To the paint. It's tipped. Here's Mr. Moves. Guarded by Ford. Can't connect from short range.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And here they come. Here's Flash. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
And that's exactly how you get yourself into transition. The gamble pays off.
Passes it to Z. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Charity stripe shot. The Badgers pull it in. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Shoots. And some very quick points for him on that possession. King's got 5. Here's Shake and Bake. And here's the fast break. Here's Bottoms. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's his first trip to the line. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And the Badgers with some changes. The Machines checked in for Buckets. Clutch comes in for King, and it's D in for Fresh. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And there's the pass to Dimes. Here's Rain Man. Here's Mr. Moves. Just 4 to shoot. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
A contested mid-range shot can't be what they were looking for there.
Well, especially with that defensive player in the area. You know he's going to find a way to get into the shooter and make him uncomfortable.
And yes, it's good. And the Badgers with possession here. They trail by 1. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Culver pulls it down. Here's buckets. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. And the Badgers with possession here. To the left wing. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Knocked away. Here's Potter. And not gonna go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Here's Rain Man. Buckets passes to Rain Man. And it's denied. 24 seconds left to play in the first quarter. There's Bottoms. 6 on the shot clock. And shot on the way. The shot, no good. Here's Buckets. Makes it off the glass.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The home team up 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they, Greg? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Here's the machine. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. They've got Dimes. G is out there with the dude. Then it's Culver, and it's Rain Man in at the power forward position. And the foul called on G. That's his first foul. To Fresh. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to the machine. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. The machine's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Badgers. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Badgers. They've got the machine. Buckets is out there with Clutch. Then it's Fresh, and it's D in at the 2-guard spot.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Kicks to 4. And it's blocked. Here's G. He's still scoreless so far in this one. To the wing right side. Rain Man passes to the dude. And it's Ford with the rebound.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
The Badgers making a switch here. Kings checked in. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. There's Big Dog. Chalk up 2-0. Big Dog's got 5 points so far.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Now here's Fresh. He's covered closely. Back to King. Here's Fresh. 6 to shoot. Passes to Shaken. There's Big Dog. The pass to Flash. Poked away. A nice shot by Culver. Culver's got his first bucket of the night. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's the machine. Pass to D. Shot clock at 6. Top of the key jumper, no good. D's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Pass to Big Dog. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly. Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Mr. Moves checked in for G. The Badgers also changing it up. Z's checked in for the machine. And it's Bottoms in for D. Good on both. 1:29 left in the second quarter. Fresh with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Puts it up. And again, it's the Badgers missing.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim. Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Buckets. He's checked in for Shake and Bake. He doesn't get the second one.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
King, the pass to Z, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
There's Big Dog. He has 5. 4 on the shot clock. Baseline J on the way. Nice shot by Culver. Culver's got 6.
Well, he knew what he wanted to do there. Uses that height to get a clean look over the smaller defender.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Knocked loose. And here we go. Here's Flash, and laid in to finish the break. Flash has got his second basket of the game.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Over to the left wing. Three-pointer. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the home team. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The hometown fans getting after it. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal's here. So is Kenny the Jet Smith. Taking a look at this home squad. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
You got to like their offense efficiency. They were patient, took good shots. That was reflected in their high field goal percentage. They just need to keep playing smart in the second half and close this thing out. Don't get cute now.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We've seen B-Train really have a great game.
But really, the numbers aren't gaudy. They don't stick out, but his energy and impact does.
Oh, Greg, there's no doubt. And he's affected the game in any number of ways, and he's definitely important to the success of this team.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Flash out there with Mr. Moves. Then it's Culver. Then there's Shake and Bake, and it's Big Dog in at the 1. Now Fresh. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Badgers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. There's Shake and Bake on the court right now for the Badgers. They've got Fresh. King is out there with buckets. Then there's Z, and it's Bottoms in a shooting guard. Here's Flash. They have a 9-point lead. Now the pass to Big Dog. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Right wing pulls it up. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Shake and Bake's got his second bucket tonight. Pass to Bottoms. Now here's King. He's tightly guarded. They swipe it. Shot from the top of the key. Oh, that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. That's 7 points for Big Dog. And the Badgers with possession here. It's a 13-point game. And King, here we go. To the left side wing. Z, the pass to Bottoms. King outside, shoots a 3, good on the triple. King's got 5 points now this quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And the Badgers with some changes. Clutch comes in for King, and it's D in for Fresh. 90 seconds now into the second half. There's Shake and Bake. 5 points in the game. Down low. Here's Culver. That shot off the mark. So the Badgers will take it the other way. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's D on Wednesday, then on Friday.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
2 shots.
No good on that one. Of course, we know historically the Celtics, the only franchise to ever have a four-peat, 4 straight championships. Do you think at some point we're going to see another?
I'm not sure there can be in today's NBA, Kevin, and there are a number of different contributing factors. Number one, the salary cap implications that happen. Number two, look at the Golden State Warriors, who were well positioned for a three-peat. And yet, as you know, luck plays a small part in an NBA championship. Luck relative to injuries. You see Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant both get lost in the midst of an NBA Finals. This is it's challenging enough to go back-to-back. Forget about four-peat.
D's gone 1 of 6 shooting so far. Ball's knocked loose. In transition, here come the Badgers. And the shot goes down.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
The dude passes to Raymond. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Passes it to the dude. Here's Dimes. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Clutch. No points in the game yet for him. Goes up to the stripe. And no good that time.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
There's 1:47 left in the third quarter. The pass to the dude. Here's Rain Man, guarded by 4. Here's Rain Man. And it's off the back rim. No good. Rain Man's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Clutch the pass to D. From the arc. G with the rebound.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And it'll be the Badgers with their first time out of the game right here.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
So both teams changing it up here. Here's the break. And the call will be against D. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
.54 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Flash. Good on the 13-footer. Flash has got 6 points. Here's the Badgers with the ball. They trail by 11. D passes to Clutch. Five to shoot. Here's D, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. .24 seconds left in the third. Here's Big Dog. He's got 7. Pass to Buckets. Launches it. It's good from long range. Buckets got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And so it's the home team, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back to the action after this word. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Big Dog. Culver out there with Mr. Moves. Then there's Big Dog. Then there's Flash. And it's shake and bake in at the 2 spot. To the right side. Big Dog. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Pass to Fresh. Knocks it loose. There's Big Dog. He's covered by Fresh. Here's Big Dog. Culver passes to Mr. Moves. Here's shake and bake. Clock at 4. Stolen by Fresh. It's tipped, and he gets it back. Another shot. And so it looks like the Badgers will retain possession here. Buckets. He's checked in for Clutch. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Passes to Fresh. Shot clock at 5. Shoots from the line, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Bottoms, he's checked in for D. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
There's shake and bake. There's the pass to Bigton. They get it back, and there's the feed to Culver, and the shot is good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And that one misses. Now here's Fresh. King, the pass to Z. To the wing right side. Clock at 6. The Badgers working the ball around now. Not often you see him take that shot.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Here's Flash. Poked away. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And here is King. Just 5 on the clock. And so it looks like the Badgers will retain possession here. Rain Man's checked in for Flash. Timeout called here. The Badgers will talk it over.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Big Dog.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Well, he needed a game like this badly. He's been struggling for a while now, but tonight he broke out of that slump in style. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. King with it. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Competent play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
There's Big Dog. He's covered by Fresh. And it's King with the rebound. And the Badgers with possession here. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Great open look there. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. There's Big Dog. Pass to Rain. And out of bounds as the Badgers gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the Badgers with possession here. A 12-point game. King outside. Pass to Fresh. Back to King. Now here is 4. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bottoms. And the defense really pressing up on, made that a tough shot. Bottoms gone 1 of 3 on the night. Passes it to Rain. Here's Mr. Moves, guarded by 4. Mr. Moves passes to Shaken. They need this one. That one's not going to go. Now Fresh. Now the pass to Z. Here's Fresh. Pass to Bottoms. And Culver pulls it down. 17 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Big Dog. He's covered by Fresh. Here's Big Dog. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.